Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today, alongside the haunting update within Warzone, MW2, and DMZ, we also got the brand new haunting event, which is honestly one of the most in-depth events that we've ever seen in Call of Duty in Warzone specifically. So I want to guide you guys through everything today so that you can get all the rewards and know exactly what you're doing when you go in game. So as we get into the details, if you enjoy the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. And if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, because every single day I got you covered with news, updates, meta breakdowns, and everything else in between. But initially, when you go onto the game, you are going to see that there are some daily login rewards now, so you can actually go through and unlock several of those. For 10 days, if you log in, you'll end up getting a new reward every single day, leading up to a brand new Bryson blueprint. It looks really cool in my opinion. It's just a bummer that it's for the Bryson, so you kind of just got to live with that. But then on the main menu itself, you're going to see that you have a brand new tab with the haunting, and within this there are almost two different events basically. So the first one is the Soul Eater event, and you got to redeem captured souls, and for this we've got all sorts of different rewards. We've got a weapon sticker, we got a Skull-ified calling card, some double weapon XP that will carry over into Modern Warfare 3. We've got a candy corn charm, we've got a creature copter vehicle skin, we got a new handgun for the 50 GS, a new blueprint here, the alien death ray. We've got some loading screens, we got some more double XP, double weapon XP, which will be again great for MW3. We got the bad luck charm, a weapon sticker, a tier skip for your battle pass, and then ultimately a SMG blueprint for the Vaznev, like a red tiger, red skull looking camo, and that's for 200 skulls. Now next week on the 24th, we're gonna see even more things open up. We're gonna see a new emblem, a charm, a sticker, a calling card, a tier skip, and a universal camo available as well with the souls. But you go through, as you accrue more souls, you can actually redeem these and get rewards through there. Then when you redeem 10 rewards, you end up getting a new skin for Rose here, the trick or treat looking one. And then if you redeem 15 next week, by that time you'll end up getting a new skin for Koenig as well. Now, how to get said souls, this is super straightforward. In multiplayer, it's when you're getting kills, you're gonna get souls. And then in Warzone, you get souls by getting kills as well, on real players, on AI, or on bosses. So it's really straightforward. The only thing is that there is a soul limit. You can only get a certain amount of souls per game, and then you're gonna cap out, so you can only be so productive in any given match, which is a bit of a bummer. But as far as actually getting the souls themselves, like I said, it's very straightforward. I got 112 just by simply playing the game and doing the second part of the event, which is Operation Nightmare. And this, like I said, is probably the most in-depth event that we've ever seen for Warzone, because it includes 6 new in-game bosses and challenges to complete. So we've got the Butcher, Swamp Creature, the Pharaoh, the UFO, the Ghost Train, and the Evil Spirits. You do only have to complete 5 of these, and you end up getting this brand new haunting blueprint, the Bloody Mess, which is for the Bass P, which honestly looks pretty cool. Now this, of course, is a limited time blueprint, so it's only going to be active during this, hence making it one of the rarest weapons and rarest blueprints in the entire game. But as far as these specific challenges go, this first one here, Evil Spirits, is definitely the most straightforward. You have to just go to these various different locations on the map. It wants you to go to Quarry, City, Fortress, and Airport, and respectively for each of those, you have to find a Reaper, a Ghoul, a Spectre, and a Witch. Basically, it just wants you to open up a chest and get a jump scare. That's how I was able to unlock that in City, and you can do that in Quarry, Fortress, and Airport as well. You just go through and just open up as many different chests as you can, get that jump scare, you're gonna be good to go, and it'll unlock that for you nice and easy. That one by far is the most straightforward and most simple challenge you can complete. And keep in mind, this is not limited to just Battle Royale. DMZ has some of the stuff available as well. But then you get into these specific bosses and other things, and things become a bit more tricky, a bit more in depth. The Ghost Train. There's a playlist update. As I was saying, the Ghost Train. For this, you need to raid the Ghost Train and capture the heart from the safe. So when you go to the train now, it's completely revamped. It's a whole new train looking, element to it. And there's one crate that you can go in and enter the actual inside, the heart of the train, basically. You're gonna have to go through, take out a couple of different sentry guns, and then there's also going to be a bunch of chests lined up. In that same room at the very front of the train, there's going to be a safe. You open the safe and out pops the heart, and you get the heart of the train, the heart of the Ghost Train, and it unlocks this challenge for you. Only one person in your squad can do this at a time though, so you're gonna have to repeat this if you're playing with multiple people. That is a downside of that. You also get a ton of money from the crates, a lot of jump scares as well, but this one is also relatively straightforward in comparison to the other 4, which are all boss fights. the UFO. This one spawns down at Sawa Village on one of the boats. The water's tripping out and going all crazy. And for this, there's a bunch of different steps. Initially, you have to shoot the giant big orb right away. That then splits into 3 orbs. You have to shoot all 3 of those orbs. Then the UFO boss fight comes in. You have to destroy the UFO. After the UFO is destroyed, it then gives you like this big floating pearl. You have to go and pick up that and deposit it in the portal, which spawns back on the boat. So this usually involves you doing some parkour with the pearl thing itself, the orb, whatever you want to call it, to get up to the boat itself again, and then you deposit that in the portal. You're good to go. You're going to have that one completed. This one really relies on you not getting third-partied. It's definitely tricky when there are other teams in the mix trying to kill you while you have this orb in your hand and you can't shoot back trying to deliver that. Next up, we have the Pharaoh, and this guy has some health, 10,000 years of health, basically. So for this one, it takes place up at the Oasis in the tombs and the catacombs up there. When you enter the catacombs and you enter the whole mummy area, there's going to be a lot of AI bots. You have to go through and kill these. They're going to occasionally drop these red skulls. You then have to pick up those and go into the area where the sarcophagus is located and place 10 red skulls on the tomb itself. After you place all 10, the Pharaoh is going to spawn in and you just simply have to take him out. Like I said, he has an absolute ton of health. So bring some ammo boxes, bring some munitions boxes. You're gonna need it. It takes a minute to get this guy killed. And again, you gotta worry about the third parties. So definitely be mindful of that. After that, we then have the swamp creature. This one takes place at marshlands. When you go into marshlands, there's going to be a bunch of different egg pods. You basically just have to open these up by shooting them. And once you actually destroy one, there's going to drop a tiara. You pick up said tiara, and then you go through and actually deposit this at one of the glowing orb stations. There's going to be a big glowing orange thing there. You deposit the tiara, and it spawns a swamp creature. This guy, again, has a lot of health. You got to go through there and then shoot him, take him out. Once you destroy the swamp creature, you'll have this one completed once more. If you want him to come out of the water, you shoot the orbs. He gets angry, or the pods, whatever you want to call them. He gets angry when he's hiding in the water. If you shoot those, he'll come out and you can deal some more damage to him. And then lastly, you have the Butcher, which is by far the craziest one. You can do this on Vondel or on Al Mazrah. There's going to be the Lilith statues, basically. You go through, you spawn these. There's going to be 5 or 6 different statues. You have to start the trial on these, basically. It's going to charge up. It'll spawn in some zombies. You shoot the zombies as the like basic ring is being filled. After you do all 5 or 6 of those, a portal opens up. Now, here's the tricky part. Your team can enter the portal, and so can anyone else. And when you enter this portal, it's going to teleport you into a Diablo area where you have a full-on boss fight with the Butcher himself alongside a bunch of zombies. Now, the boss fight itself is pretty straightforward. You just try and do as much damage as you can to Butcher while not getting meleeed by him. So it's like in zombies, you're running a train there, basically, right? However, like I said, other people can spawn into this portal and third party you, and you can fight other players in this Diablo area. So it becomes very tricky when the entire lobby knows that you are there. But it is really cool that it's actually that in-depth to the point where you can go through and teleport to a whole new area just to fight the Butcher. And all these basically in their own regard are like a little boss fight outside of the ghost train, which is very easy. And then of course the evil spirits. And then when it comes down to it, you only have to do 5 of these if you care about the blueprint. Each of these obviously does give you a new calling card. So if you're interested in that, you might want to go through and complete every single one of them. But if you're just simply going for the blueprint, the ghost train and evil spirits, by far the 2 easiest. The UFO requires no third parties. The Pharaoh requires a lot of ammo and no third parties, as does Swamp Creature and Butcher. So I don't think there's a true easiest one there. However, if you want to try and third party, doing the UFO and the Butcher as third parties is a little bit easier than starting them from scratch for what it's worth. But you're going to have to do 5, leave one out, whatever one is in an area of the map you don't love, or, you know, choose the zone. If you have a really good zone for the Butcher spawn or a really good zone for the UFO down south or the Pharaoh up north, go off of those for sure. But that's essentially the main components of the haunting event. Definitely a very cool event. Obviously, we also have, you know, Al Mazrah at night. We're going to have Von Dead coming. We're going to have Zombie Royale as well. So a lot of cool stuff to look forward to with the haunting event in general and the Soul Eater event, with more to come next week too. That being said, that's going to wrap things up for this one. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. Hopefully it was helpful for you guys. And if you're new here, you want to guarantee you're always up to date with everything going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.